Hi guys, bibravepro, Jessica Fun Size here in Atlanta as always. Taking a page out of bibravepro Corey's book and doing some video blog reviews. I just think they're more fun and easier for me. I also think they're probably easier for you guys rather than just reading through pages and pages of blog. If you've read my last blog, you know I came back, or I went to the Running Experience Influencer Day as a BibRave Pro November 20th through December 1st, somewhere around there. So about 2 weeks ago, a little less than 2 weeks ago. And you should read the blog. It was an amazing experience. I loved meeting like 20 new BibRave pros that I hadn't met before, but I talked to all the time. A couple people that I have met before, and it was just this amazing, very orange experience, as you can see. I am inside, but I'm wearing my hoodie because it's freezing in Atlanta, at least by Atlanta standards, and I just came back from a 6 a.m. bike ride where the real feel was somewhere in the mid-20s. So I'm still kind of defrosting from that. You might also see my dog, Batut, make some appearances. He's my shameless, very cute, much cuter than me mascot. So maybe more people will watch for that. So when we were at TRE, we got kind of the ultimate swag bag, 10 or 11 brands activated with us, and so I've been testing a bunch of those products since then, and it's been really awesome. Some of the products are products that I've already used, so I've been really excited to continue using them, and some of them have been new to me, so it's been really fun kind of learning about new brands. Being at the TRE Expo and talking to the brands that activated with us was a really cool experience because they were really passionate, and we got to like ask questions, learn more about how the products work, Gesundheit, and sort of their story. So it kind of just made it a little easier for us to kind of understand how the products work and kind of what their whole what their whole point of being is. So the first product I'm going to talk about today is actually a product that I've already used. It's funny. It's CEP compression. So most of us know, most runners, athletes know about compression, both for during activity, but also especially for recovery. So we got two products from them. I'm going to first actually show, I have two of their products already that I've been using, and they're both sleeves. So I've got just kind of one general pair of their compression sleeves that I use from time to time. I don't wear them all the time. I wear them a lot during trail runs, especially if I know a run's going to be kind of gnarly. They also serve the purpose of sort of protecting my legs from getting kind of beat up. And then I have another pair that are really cool, and this is all reflective, so those are really fun as well. And so those are the two pairs that I already had and was already using. And then we got two additional pairs, two socks, full socks. One of them is this full sock merino recovery, and these are what I've noticed in the new the updated socks that they've given us is kind of the thread count is different. They're kind of softer. I've always liked their products, but you know, a lot of compression products in the past have been kind of tough. Although one of the reasons why I've always loved CEP is that they have always been easier to put on than any other brand I've used. If you've used compression products in the past, you know it like half the struggle is just getting them on. And CEP's been really good about that, but too good tight. CEP's always been really good about that. And so what's been really nice about testing the full socks is they go on like any other sock. They've been really easy to put on. My dog is sneezing. And so the newer ones I've noticed, these are just really soft. They've updated kind of the thread count. They use graduated compression, and in comparison to other brands, their graduated compression goes up the sock rather than down, which seems to make a lot more sense rather than kind of pushing all the blood to your feet and ankles. Kind of the graduated compression goes from the feet all the way kind of up the leg actually, so they're quite comfortable. These I wore on the plane on the way home from Austin, which was really nice. I definitely get really restless on planes, and it wasn't too long of a ride, but it was nice to kind of have that after having been on my feet for kind of 24 hours solid through that event. And then I wore them around the house. I kind of accidentally slept in them the other day. I'm not sure, I don't think that's a problem, but they were quite cozy. I do plan, so we are road tripping starting this weekend from Atlanta through Chattanooga, DC, New York, and then up to my parents' house in New Hampshire. So much like being on a plane, it's just a lot of sitting. And so I'll probably wear these on some of the long haul sections, especially between Chattanooga and DC. So I'm happy to have those with me. And then finally, we got the trail merinos. Again, these are kind of a little thicker than the recovery socks, but also just softer than the previous ones I've worn, but still really easy to get on, which again, really nice compared to other compression products I've had. Nice bright yellow. When these go on, I think I actually did an Instagram post. This is really nerding out, but if you've ever played the game Portal, I felt kind of like the character Chell in that with these socks on. But they're really cool. Kind of, they've got all this reinforced footbed, which is nice. The weather in Atlanta has been, to be honest, really shit lately, and so I haven't been out on the trails. I also live in the city now in the last year, so I haven't been out on the trails as much as I'd like. However, I have worn these around the house as recovery as well. They're really nice. This morning, I actually wore them on the bike. Like I said, it was real feel in the mid-20s. And I was like, well, more on my legs isn't gonna hurt. And so I wore them on the bike. They were spectacular. My feet stayed nice and toasty. My legs felt great. I didn't have any of the marks that you get from compression on your legs after wearing them for a long time. So that was great. They fit under my bike tights real nice. They went on and off real easy. So there was just the right amount of compression in the legs. I thought, especially since in the cold, it's hard to kind of warm up and kind of get the muscles feeling like they're activated. And these definitely helped. So that was really, really nice to have. I'll also plan to wear these again on when the spring comes around and I get back on the trail. I am planning to ride something called the Belt Grind in March, which is a gravel bike race around the Atlanta Beltline. Some of it's finished, but there's still a fair amount of it, which is sort of off-road, maybe some bushwhacking, carrying my bike over a fence, off rail lines. It may or may not be completely sanctioned. It's not. And so wearing these will definitely happen, just to protect from the little bit of kudzu that is still left, chiggers, random shit like that that's around. And yeah, so anything on your legs is good when you really don't know where you're gonna be going. So I'm excited to have these for that. Again, CEP, the guys that we spoke to there, they are super excited about their brand. The graduated compression kind of going up the leg rather than down. This is a positive. The materials feel really soft, not so tough like other brands. Easy to go on and off. This is the biggest positive aspect of them, I think, in my opinion. And so if you use any other compression, feel free to chime in, but there are several brands out there, and I just keep coming back to CEP. So I was really glad that we kind of activated with them at TRE because I got more stuff. Woot! Any other comments, questions, maybe other things you use for compression or recovery, just chime in the comments, and yeah, we'll chat about it. So until next time.